Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for this video because I was tagged to this video by my friend here on YouTube, Sierra, at Sierra Loves Life. And I will link her video and channel down below so you can check that out. But she created a makeup royalty tag, so best of the best. She did between a drugstore and a high-end of each category of product, and then what her favorite one is out of all those. So she tagged me to do it as well. I am so excited. Thank you so much, Sierra. Before we get started, I do have my fall giveaway going on right now. I will put a link right up here so you can see the different products that are in it, and I'll put a link down below if you would like to get entered into that. And I do hope that you will subscribe to my channel, join the family here, give this video a thumbs up, and put your notifications bell on. So let's go ahead and jump into my best of the best. The first one is best primer, so high-end and drugstore. I'm going to be super honest. I don't think I've ever used a drugstore primer. My first primer I ever used was Benefit Professional, and like when I first started getting samples, I just got so many of those. I used that for such a long time, and then now this year I've gotten into trying some other ones, but then I don't think I ever used a drugstore one. My favorite primer ever is the CoverFX Blurring Primer. So this is my favorite high-end one, and obviously I don't have a favorite affordable line or drugstore line primer because I haven't tried any before. So this is the CoverFX Blurring Primer. I love this. It has a moussey kind of consistency, so it's not super slick to where your makeup slides off, but it's got a moussey consistency to where it's going to fill your pores in. So I just use it in my T-zone, and I love it. I have another one that I'm ready to repurchase. So that's my favorite primer. Foundations. So I have a drugstore and a high-end foundation. However, I don't know how I still feel about this high-end foundation, but it's the only high-end foundation that I ever have found worthy of repurchasing. So I'm going to start out with that. That's the Smashbox Studio Skin. Look at this. It's totally worn off. The Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. It is a little more dewy than I like, but I used to use it when I had drier skin, so that's probably why I liked it so much. I think it's a medium dewy to matte kind of foundation, so I think it would work good with a lot of different skin types. It stays on a really long time, but of all the high-end ones I've tried, which I've tried a lot and disliked a lot, this is the one that I have repurchased, and I've had it in different shades for different seasons. So that's the Smashbox Studio Skin. But the one that I am in love with is from the drugstore. I've repurchased this. I have my third bottle ready to go when I'm done with this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I have it in 102 for the fall, winter seasons, and I use 103 during the summer. But this is my favorite. Holy Grail status foundation. I did a whole video just on this because it took me a long time to find a foundation that would work on my skin, that looked semi-flawless and not like I was wearing a bunch of foundation. So top one there. The next one is best concealers. So I have got, so for drugstore, I'm kind of doing, if it's on the drugstore side of Ulta, qualifies. So affordable, because honestly some non-drugstores are more affordable than drugstore brands. So affordable versus high-end prestige. So for the affordable one, I have got the Ulta Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. This one is actually in my empties right now, and I have another one ready to go as soon as I go through some other concealers. And then my high-end one is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer. This is my second one. I have my third one ready to go because this one's almost gone. I love this. I think this is really good for maturing skin. So if you're starting to get fine lines, it doesn't dry up, like suck the life out of your skin dry up. It obviously doesn't stay dewy all day. And I do set it, but it doesn't sink into my fine lines. It doesn't feel drying on the skin. I love this one. The next item is loose powders. So for drugstore, I have got the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And I don't use loose powders a ton, so I'm not like passionate about these. And then for high end, my favorite loose powder is the Derma Blend. I actually think that Sierra had the same favorite for this. The Derma Blend Professional Loose Setting Powder. I have it in the original, which is a white one. But both of these, they don't leave your skin looking powdery or cakey or anything like that. For a pressed powder, I just brought my favorite powder, which is a pressed powder from Smashbox. Boy, like I love Smashbox face products, huh? The Photo Filter Creamy Powder Foundation. This is what it looks like. This is the second one that I've had of this. And I just use this to set my T-zone, and I just think it gives a really natural but set look, and it kind of helps even out anything that your foundation and concealer didn't. So I really like that one for powder in general. Sierra, I'm going a little bit off of the script here. Don't be mad. All right, then best bronzers. Okay, for high end, the Tarte bronzers are my favorite. This is the one I use in the winter. It is Park Avenue Princess. And then for the summer, I like to use the, this is almost gone. This is the Park Avenue Princess that has a little bit of shimmer in it. I just like that for the summer because it kind of gives a little extra glow. But this one is kind of like my between dark and pale. And then my pale bronzer that I love. I just love this bronzer in general for anything. Is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I know this is a favorite for many YouTubers. I have it in the light. So this color is better for me when I'm more paler. Best blushes. Okay, for drugstore, my absolute favorite blush ever is the Milani Baked Blushes. This one is in Luminoso. You can see that it's broke. Stick my finger through there. But I absolutely love this color. I mean, how perfect is that? I will use that winter, summer, spring, and fall. I love it. The formula is great. Great pigmentation. A high-end blush, I love the Urban Decay blushes. This is probably one of my favorite colors. It looks really bright. It's a purple one. It's the Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Blush. This one's in Bittersweet, but you can really wash it out to just have like a slight purple undertone. That is one of my favorite blushes ever, but I really like the Urban Decay ones. I think they're very pigmented. They last a long time. They've got a great variety of shades. For the next one is highlighters. This was kind of hard for me to choose because I love a highlight. And I have a ton of highlighters that I love. But I think my favorite one, I actually have it on today, is the Master Chrome, is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight. Oh, it's so creamy too. So here is this one. It's just got a beautiful sheen to it. This one's in Molten Gold. This one, a lot of people have said is a dupe for the Embreezy one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have never tried that one, and I don't know that I'm going to be trying that one anytime soon, but I also think it's a dupe for some Ofra ones. So my favorite high-end one is Laura Geller, the Baked Gelato formula. So this is one that I have now. I was lucky enough that I picked this up during a 21 Days of Beauty, or I would probably not own a Laura Geller one because they're really expensive. But this is just a really pretty peachy color, and this one is in Peach Glow. So that is my favorite high-end highlighter. The next one is eyeshadows. Oh, remember I was doing, if it's on the drugstore side of Ulta, I'm doing it, if it's on the low priced side of Ulta, I'm doing it as my drugstore side. And since Ulta now sells Juvia's Place, these are my favorite drugstore or affordable brand of eyeshadows. So these are each about $20 a piece, which may sound expensive, but honestly, like some NYX ones now are $25 or $30. There's BH Cosmetics ones that are more expensive. The little tiny Maybelline ones are $15. So if you get these at Ulta, you can use your $3.50 off of 15 or 20% off coupon and get them for cheaper, but these absolutely are my favorite. That's the Zulu one. These have got amazing pigmentation. The shimmer shades foil so beautifully. I'm actually wearing, what am I wearing? I'm wearing the Deuce one today. I think it's Deuce. Is it Deuce? Deuce. But I did film this one, so it will be up in a week or so. But I love Juvia's Place. High-end is harder for me to choose because I love color, and my favorite high-end shadows are not necessarily colorful shadow palettes. So my favorite formula for high-end is the Lorac. I love the Lorac formula, but you can see they don't come up with a lot of like super colorful palettes to choose from. These are some of my first eyeshadow palettes that I ever had. My favorite high-end ones to pick up are the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. This is probably one of my favorite palettes. I know it's more of a neutral palette, but I do love the Modern Renaissance one from them. And I actually like the Prism palette from them as well. I did one video, oh my gosh, it's like one of my first videos, and it's a train wreck video on this, and it was hard to get to use at first, but I think as I've learned more techniques and just played with these shadows more, I've come to really like it. Okay, really like it might be a stretch. I have come to like it, and I like to play with it and its color selection. Definitely the Modern Renaissance is better, but Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows are probably my favorite high-end shadows. Let's see what's next. High-end lipstick are definitely the Urban Decay ones. This is not even half of my Urban Decay collection of lipsticks. I love the Urban Decay formula, especially the cream formula that they have, but definitely Urban Decay. My favorite drugstore lipsticks are the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine ones. This is only 2. I'm pretty sure I have like 10 of these. I absolutely love this formula, and I love the colors that they have. They're just very creamy, comfortable to wear, but have a nice shine to it as well. So those are my favorite lipsticks, and the last thing on Sierra's list was setting spray. So my favorite high-end setting spray, Urban Decay all the way. Love the Urban Decay setting spray. This is actually an empties that I luckily still had for this video. Favorite drugstore side setting spray is the Morphe Continuous Mist setting spray. This is a newer purchase to me, but I really like it. I mean, it is just, this is the one I'm wearing today. It just, oh, it's just an amazing mist. It is for sure continuous. So that's my favorite. Oh, should have closed my mouth. That is my favorite affordable setting spray. Be sure to use your Ulta coupon when you get that. Those were all of the ones that Sierra had in her tag, but I had a couple more to add. I was going through picking up my favorites before I checked with the video as to what was on her list, and I pulled a couple other ones that I couldn't remember if were on there or not, but I do want to share those. So I'm going to do eye primers. I have a couple of different eye kinds of products. So for eye primers, the Ulta Matte Nude one, definitely my favorite eyeshadow primer for the drugstore side. I'm not sure. I want to say this is around $7 to $10, but obviously coupon. And my favorite high-end one is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And for brow products, my favorite brow one, I actually just repurchased the full size of this, is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. There's something about the shape of this and the creaminess of it that makes it so easy to get really good looking brows. So I really like that one. My favorite drugstore brow product is the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. I haven't repurchased this because there is, I guess, a ton in it. I've had it forever, but I would definitely repurchase this. It tops all of the high-end brow mascaras that I have tried. And I picked up my current favorite liquid liners. And for the high end, it is the Lorac Front of the Line Pro Liquid Liner. This is my third one, and I have a fourth one ready to go because this one's actually run out. But it is, there is something about it. It is the perfect brush tip. I have used so many liquid liners, especially over the past year. None of them top this one. I highly recommend it. I just started working on my, well, I just posted my mascara trial. Speaking of, there will be a follow-up with different mascaras. That is like my current favorites compared against each other. So all those are favorites of mine, but they're my favorites compared against each other. And then now I'm working on a liquid liner video like that. So I'm comparing my favorite liquid liners to see which one of them is the best. I bet that Lorac one's gonna come out on top. From the drugstore though, the Physicians Formula currently is my favorite. I've probably tried 4 or 5 drugstore ones, but this also has a nice fine brush tip applicator. Brush tip, definitely my favorite over felt tip. And then the last category I have is mascara. These obviously are the favorites from my favorites video. Drugstore, e.l.f. Mineral Infused Mascara, $3. And high-end, really, it's really high-end, is the Lancome Big Monsieur Mascara. Those are my best of the best makeup royalty products in my collection. First of all, if any of you guys have a channel, awesome if you would do this. Let me know, because I would love to know what your favorites are. And I'm going to tag MaricrisR. She is a Canadian YouTuber. Bridget Snyder, I am tagging you. It would be so crazy for me to tag someone big, wouldn't it? Like, they would never watch my channel. What if I tag Coffee Break with Danny? That would be crazy. Let's do it. Like, if you ever, let's be honest, that's not going to happen, but in a, what do they say? Not in the Twilight Zone. Why can't I think of the phrase? Whatever that phrase is, that she were to watch this or see a tag or something of her, I'm tagging you, Danny. Gosh, you know who else I'm tagging that would never watch my channel? Angelicanyqvist, which I know that's not how you pronounce it. I know that's not how you pronounce your name in Swedish. I'm doing my best. Those are 2 of my favorite YouTubers. Why not, right? Dream big. Dream big. Okay, that's who I'm tagging. If you guys do this video, please do let me know. I would love to see it. Sierra, thank you so much for tagging me. I am so grateful and humbled that you chose me to tag in this video. Don't forget to enter the fall giveaway before you leave. I do hope you will subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!